Okay, let's talk battleships. Now you can like them or hate them, but from the perspective of a military, these moving fortresses are a symbol of power, and the Yamato was no exception. She was in fact the largest battleship to ever exist. At the time, she possessed the most up-to-date guns and artillery, allowing her to engage multiple battleships at the same time. So for the Japanese, Yamato was the all-in-one package that would help them turn the tables against the United States. First drafts of Yamato tipped the scale at over 70,000 tons, and gave her engines the ability to push beyond 31 knots. On the 4th of November 1937, her keel was laid at the Kure Naval Arsenal in Hiroshima. However, to accommodate something of this scale, the dockyard had to be deepened by 1 meter and new gantry cranes had to be installed, capable of lifting 350 tons. Also, to stop the project drawing attention, extreme secrecy had to be maintained, with a canopy built overhead to hide construction, mainly from the Americans. It took 3 years to finish building Yamato. At full load, she displaced 72,000 tons and was armed with 9 18.1-inch main guns, the largest naval guns ever put to use at sea. And these things were the definition of powerful, having the capability to fire armor-piercing shells over 46 kilometers away. As a huge target from the skies, air defense was also a big priority, which consisted of 162 25mm anti-aircraft guns that were mounted mainly near mid-ship. Despite being such a prominent vessel, she didn't actually get to do all that much in her lifetime. In fact, she was only involved in 3 naval battles, such as the Battle of the Philippine Sea, in which she did more or less nothing. The only thing of note is that she accidentally shot at her own Japanese planes. During the Battle of Leyte Gulf, however, Yamato was sent to interrupt a group of American troop transports landing south of the Philippines, but midway through, her fleet encountered Taffy 3, a light escort carrier group consisting of tiny American warships. Now, anyone would think that the Japanese group of heavily armed cruisers, along with the largest battleship in the world, would surely disintegrate a dozen escort carriers and destroyers, but in the most unlikely series of events, Taffy 3 alone was able to inflict enough damage to force the Japanese commander into a retreatal, thinking he'd stumbled into a heavily armed battleship group. So credit to Taffy 3. Now, it's 1945 and Japan has a one-way ticket to losing the war. Even worse news, critical fuel shortages in the homelands have guaranteed the Navy is screwed. So in a desperate attempt to slow down the Allies' advance towards Japan, Yamato was given orders to beach herself on the island of Okinawa, sort of transforming Yamato into an on-land fortress. However, on the way to her destination, she was spotted by US submarines south of Kyushu. As a result, on April 7th, 400 American aeroplanes attacked the task force and managed to score 12 bomb hits within a 2-hour period, but the torpedo bombers were the last straw, with 7 exploding on her port side. After listing to port, a raging fire inside the ship ignited her secondary aft magazine, lighting up tons of ammunition. The following blast tore the ship in half, sending it 1,200 feet down with over 3,000 losses. In total, Yamato made sense, build bigger battleships to counter battleships, but the thing is, it just made her a bigger target for enemy planes. In every single battle she fought, most of her enemies were not the battleships she was meant to 3v1, and her mark is still left in 2022. Look around you, our navies are just destroyers and the battleships still left standing, well, they're just tourist attractions. So all in all, Yamato was the best ship for the wrong war. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, then please like and subscribe.